Talk to the dog. Let's wait. We're going to wait till somebody comes on. It'll be maybe about a minute or so. Talk. Well, still, oh, 2 people just showed up. Okay, I'm going to start. I wasn't going to start before. Talk to the cat. Talk to the dog and talk to the cat. Talking to Z or talking to X? Are you going nuts? Are you going nuts? Why don't we say when somebody's going nuts, they're going bats? Are you going batty? So bats hang upside down from their legs. What is it like inside their body? Is it like not an egg, but there's some kind of little game that when you wibble, you wobble it, it goes the same way? Well, it's always the heavy part down and the light part at the top. I mean, not light as in bright, but the light part at the top while it's doing this. And what is this? It's like a buoy. You know, in the water that goes back and forth, that's rocking. What is this rocking? Is this the tick-tock? But usually a tick-tock is this way. What is rocking this way is where the water is underneath. Whatever is rocking this way must be the water from above. But if it was from above, it would be doing, you see this? Like that? And the other one would be doing this. So one would be doing this and one would be doing, so what would that, how would they come together? And are they offset as they're ticking and talking? Because a lot of things that, the way I see things, and I don't know why it keeps pushing me, that nothing is straight. Everything is this way or this way. And I'm not sure if it's just the matrix lines that's like this and we're actually walking straight, or we're actually walking crooked. And one of the signs for the Jesus cross carrying it on the back is because, don't you see, we're moving forward. We're actually in the right position to move something forward. So if we were being carried on the spirit's back or on the back of the soul, remember, there's 2 items in this world. Not can you only think and put it into a cloud system, but the body and the elements of the fabrication of nature that makes up every atom inside your body, that makes up every piece and intricate part of the fleshy robotic of who we are. I'm made of gold. I'm pliable. I'm made of silver, and I'm made of bronze. I have a choice, and that's what puts me first. But I'm in second place until I make that choice, moving on into first place, or not making the choice and moving back into the bronze era. Who turned to bronze? You see, the reason I always go over who said this and who said that, because if they had to hide the truth, they'd hide the truth right in front of your face. And it's words that have been spoken, created from the first time they wanted you to see the truth. So they threw it at you. So because when you hide the truth, you can never lose what you're hiding it with, is because of what you can never lose, because it's full explanation. And that is Sesame Street. Games people play. This is the world of GameStop. AMC Entertainment, Nokia Communications. This is GameStop. And that letter in the alphabet, when I say it's M talk, because I'm talking about 777, talking through the moon. Why M and why 777? Because it's 48. It's a replication of Pluto, but through math and science and math, micro researching and deteriorating and rebuilding what the possibility is of how we got where these dots are and what they might mean on each side of the 6 sides of the dice. And do we use 1, 2? Do we use a whole bunch of them? 27 of them. Rubik's Cube is 26, plus the spindle in the center that moves 4 and 4. But if you had to make it in cubes, you just have 9 cubes. 27 cubes to create this. 27 separate cubes. 3 by 3 by 3, 3 to the power of 3. So the alphabet and the letter M, the M is 1,000. Yes, it's not just the 13th letter, it's 1,000. It's 10 and 13. It's 113. 10,000. Because Roman numeral says M is 10,000. And what happens to the X value of 10? Number 64 that always confuses me. This is my X-man. You're my X-man. Are you my X-man? What's going on, little kitty? You know, I can tell my dog, come on the table, get off the table. If I say to my cat, get off the table, hey, come on, get off the table. You know why my cat's going really nuts up here? Is because I have this little bottle, and it's water and a little catnip, and I sprayed it on here. She likes to do her nails on here. Like, watch. What's going on? Full control. The human population, we have all been said goodbye. Goodbye, right? It's all goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. How is everybody? I'm a good hab. I'm a good hab. Bye, goodbye. I'm a good hab. I'm a good Quebecer. I'm a good Quebecer. I will listen to my sports team. I will be due diligence about my sports team. I will follow my sports team. I will follow this group, and I will follow this group. Hold on a second. What happened to my family that I was once following, the family that was once following me? The alphabet, the hidden secret to the world in the letters of the alphabet, telling you stories, giving you the artwork and vision of a colorful sky. It's dark, it's darker, it's the darkest. It's bright, it's brighter, it's the brightest. 2 real colors. Do I need any other color? How can I describe red? Is this red, or is this black and white and it's transparent? Now, how and what will create its red? Can I create brown in dark, darker, and darkest? And can I create white into light, lighter, and lightest? Right through, you can see. My finger is behind it. How do you know it's behind it? You can see clearly with the brightest light outside. A package of energy created for you and me. For you and me, or created because you and me. The sun came and then we came, or they created the sun and then they shipped us on over, passed us on through. They hurled it through the eye, because that eye, when it's running like a football, it can go through the 2 circles that are crisscrossed together, circles over circles into multiple dimensions that bring us to where we are. Look how thin we are. We're this thin, we're this thin, we're this thin. If you took a view from an airplane down and looked at somebody, they'd look like nothing. So we're absolutely nothing from a certain distance. You can't even see us. Where was I? Oh, yes, the alphabet. Can I create the alphabet on this dice cube? Can I create the alphabet with the game of pool? By playing the game of pool, by moving the balls, taking a ball, looking at all the corners and saying, okay, because of the corners, what can I create? Wait a second. The pool table, is it rectangular? Is it a perfect rectangular? What is a perfect rectangular? What is the shape of the first rectangular? The shape of the first rectangular is where, I'm not sure if you want to say where 1 and 1 came together, because it's actually 1 and 1 where 1 and 1 comes together. But once you pass the threshold of the second one of 3 ones, you are in for a big surprise in art. I'm going to have to show you this. Now what happens is I'm passing besides two areas. Okay. Now I want to pass above and I want to pass below. So my first creation of rectangular would be this. It would be two perfect squares. Is this coming in properly? Two perfect squares. Maybe I'm going to fix the focus just a little bit. Hey folks out there, I'm going to fix the focus. Yeah, and it's not a Ford Focus. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Having a little trouble here. Things are running a little slow. I'm going to take some things off. See if I can get this to speed up. Okay. Where am I here? Okay. And restart. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay. We're going to now take that off. Okay. Just a little in color intensity. Okay. So now we're going to start. So now we have this box and this box. Okay. And we have a division between the box. This is the first thing that happens. Just like in the pool, we have a division. And in that division, the pool ball goes onto both sides. The pool ball is split onto both sides in this triangular here, right here. Okay, you see the way it splits onto both sides? That's the invisible E. And then you have all your corners that are gone. So the shapes from these corners, what shape or star will you absolutely have? You'll have two stars now. And because you have the star, you can now have the center to each star, the heart, and then the point, or the 4 areas and the 4 separations. That's your 8, 4 areas, 4 separations. And there's no separation in between here and here. You see this between the 2 stars. And if we take it lightly and we close this down, okay, that'll sort of create this. How can I no, it's not like that. It's like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. And if you look at it, it's almost like a time clock. It's almost like an H. It's also like a sideways I of a word. And this is the first initial. So would you count that as 1 and 1? How would I put these two together? Or because we're going to be joining them here, we have taken the rectangular, we have made it smaller, and now from the rectangular, we now have 3 areas. And the area in between is shared between the first area and the second area. And we go from this into this. And where the single area is now right over here in the center. So although it is this, but twice, it's this twice, 1 above and 1 below. I don't know which way I'm going to do it. I don't know which way I'm going to do this. So we now have 3, and we have 3 because it's 2 shared. And this is the minimum. This might not be the complete equation. So who do we have in the first box? We have 1, we have 2, and then we have 3 above. And underneath, okay, over here, we'll have 3 and 2 and 1. Forget about 7, 8, 9. No longer exist. In between, we have 4, we have 5, and we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 6 equals to 15, and 6 again. 15, 1 and 5 is 6. We now have 6, 6, 6. This is the way it should run. I'm going to write it down on paper over here. I think we're going to try to explain this a little bit better because I don't think I explained it properly. Hey, Flight Risk, how you doing? So this is one way to do it. Then we can say a real rectangle is this. So this is questionable. Don't forget, I create the games and every game changes because we're going to say, I can do it like this. Is this a true rectangle or is this the smallest rectangle? How would each one work? What can we do with each one? Here I have 2 divisions. Here I have 1 division. And in the 1 division, you can automatically separate center ice. But here you now have 2 separations. So is this the difference between your 1 and your 2? And to create anything in singularity, you have to have this size. Actually, you have You have to round it. You have to round them about. So this one would be this, and then it would be this. So here you have your hexagon, and when you increase the size of your rectangle, you now have the octagon. Now everybody says it's the octagon 8, but there's more than 8, and there's a truth and a story inside the octagon. Anybody interested to know? Is it too clear or too sunny? Too clear or too sunny? Okay. So the and the hexagon is 6, but we want a happy center. We want a happy center. Am I going to design it in prime? In prime, or will I increase? Will I increase prime and take this dot and put it in the house of 8? Here's your house 18. That's Venus. 49, or the 4th and the 9th month of 12 months. 12 months. The 12th month, or 12 months. Okay, the 12th month is 1 plus 2 equals March, which in March, it includes the first month and the second month. So December equals January equals February, and it equals to March. Mathematically, it equals to 2 plus 3 equaling to May. And it skips over April. And it skips over April, okay? Skips over April. But on the dice cube, 1 and 2 is 3. April comes together with December, and we're going to see why. Why 9 months? Because of September. September is the 4th month. December, November, October, September. You have April, September. You have October, March. You have November, February. And you have December, January. Now this is a reverse. This is a reverse. October, March, this is a reverse. September, April, okay, is a numeric reverse of the months. 4 and 9 come together. 4 times 9, 4 plus 9. It is the smallest number you can create, and it is everything, because in first and in second and in third, okay, is all included in number 5. And number 5 lives inside of 9. Number 5 lives inside of 9. Here's your 5, and the total area space of empty side dots is 9. If you take a deck of cards, and you go over to the 9, and you find the wow. Oh, and you find the 5. You can see that the 4 corners and the 4 corners and the center are all the same. So 5 to 9. 5 to 9, what a way to make a living. I'm working 5 to 9. Okay, all right, let's let it go. So 5 lives in 9. So 1, 2, 3, and why I said 1, 2, 3 is because 1, okay, is inside of 5. 2
is inside of 5. I'm not going to count these 3, but I'm going to count these 3 inside of 5. I can count these 3 inside of 5, and I can count these 2 inside of 5. This 5, okay, is 3 and 2. This 5, okay, is 4 and 1. That's the simple 5, because if I say it's 3 and 2, okay, it's 4 and 1. Now, when I say 4 and 1, I will have to say 4 and 3 and 5 and 2. And the reason for that is because those are the opposites. This is the family that joins at the center. Where is it coming from? Where is it going? Or because they're the opposites on the dice, right? The actual way in the dice is to go to the center and go that way. Go to the center and go that way. Go to the center. You're not going straight through. Why go straight through? You want to come to the center and change directions. I'm just thinking that way. Or what happened over here? Well, you went to the center to change directions, and you came out over here. But this is building blocks. 1, 2, 3 are building blocks. Forget about the 1 because it's in the 5. Forget about the 2 because it's in the 5. And forget about the 3 because it's in the 5. It's all in the 5. So we don't need 1, 2, 3. We don't need the 4 because the 4 is in the 5, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 equals to 10. And 10 is inside of 5. Whoop. Sorry, did I get that right? 10 is now inside of 5. So it's 10 and 5, and the letters are J, E, or QV. Queen, Jack, or this says what I always thought, je, meaning I, or game. This 0 will add on the 6 to make it 21. You're automatically at 21. This is the Hand of God 105 and the reflection of Mars and the student, because when this 0 equals to 6, it'll become a 7 and 5, and that 7 and 5 is 3/4 of DC, created from 13 man, which is made by 11 by 11 by 11 equals 13, 31, because 11 creates everything. 2 times 2 is 4, creates 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to, so what I was doing in here was April, September, reflect reverse number months. That is the reverse number months, April and September, right? This one over here. But the other way to look at it is March and December. October and January. The Hebrew New Year's usually September, October, 9 and 10. That is your birth. That is your birth. 3 times 3 is everything you are inside of 10 plus the 1, and you start over again. 3 times 3, 3 to the power of 2. And you start all over again inside the spirit, the steeple, the church, because of what happens to this number. And it always shows up with Pluto and the sun, which is a 5 and 2 combination. And the reason for that is 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 equals 8. Okay. And 5 times 8 equals 4. Well, 40, but I don't care about the 0. So it's what 5 and 2 does. This will create 32 and 12 area space, which is 5 and 3 electric company. This equals 2 times 4. Okay, equals to the 364 moons. And this 4 times 91, if you add 1 through 13, it equals to 91, times 4 equals to 364, which is the same as 7 times 7 times 7 equals to 343, plus 7 and 7 and 7 equals to 21, equals to a total of 364 of the 13 moons. And the 13 moon reflection is all in the word of Jesus over here. So this is what happens. And I like to use the multiplier of 2, 3, and 4. And I know I'm going quick. I have something to do. I have to get off this video, but I will be back at 5 o'clock. I'm going to come back. Once I end it here, I'm going to try and restart from here. The word SON, Pluto is 84. The mathematics are over here for 44. This will create phi. Okay. It will create the night, the difference between night and day it'll be a reflection of the pH and also the GH and the FH, which is the divider of the seventh gate. The F8, 1 times 6 creates the F, 1 plus 6 creates the G. GH is another way to say F inside the word laugh. I have to pick up my cards. I'm going to have to get off of this very shortly. I'm not sure what you didn't understand. So now I'm going to go to another month. February is the second month, and it gets November. August is the 8th month. Okay, but August is also December, November, October, September, August. It's also the 5th month. This represents matrix. Right over here represents the blue world and creation of man, but the second man. And number 58 is also reflecting where I believe they have this reflection. They're reflecting the red sun right here. When a big red sun, they're reflecting it here through creation of electric company. Instead of the Venus gateway, 1010, okay? Because these numbers, 10, 10, 10 is very special. 10 and 11 are very special. They're not like any other number. They don't have the 1 sound in it. After number 1, the next time you hear number 1 is when it's 21. Okay? The next time you hear 2, it'll be in 12, and that's 1 and 2 is 3. So you're hearing the 2 inside the 3 house. But when you say 10 and 11, they say nothing to you. They're just words. And 10 is a reflection of 4. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 2. 10, and in multiply, it equals to 24. It is the same way as if I went 6 times 4, 6 plus 4. We'll have the same question. That's my 23 creation. And 2 times 7, 14. 2 plus 7, 9 equals 23. 3 times 5, 15. 3 plus 5, 8 equals 23. This is 11, 11. Am I showing that whole thing? That is my 11, 11. Where am I? Over here. The 11th hour. And 23 creates 11 in its own by 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, equaling to 6, equaling to 5, equaling to your 11. Your DNA will begin over here from the student of Mars. This number 27, win a big red sun through electric company. This would be the sun, and this would be the moon. There's one other number that will create this number. There's other numbers that have to be done. There's more month matching, whether it's the reflective in numbers while matching the month, or just let a little sunshine come in before we let you go. And I'll be speaking to you at 5 o'clock, about 5:05. For those who are here now, come back. I'm not sure what the show is going to be like a little bit later. But the numbers, the alphabet, the words, the dictionaries, and anything anybody has ever done, all can be broken down and reclassified under a new reality. I don't know. Thank you.